Q&A. Yeah. I told you we start with clapping and yelling every time. We're so excited you could join us on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Periscope. And we're going to be joined by Conan O'Brien here in a second. But first, we'd start with the true stars of Conan Berlin. Flula Borg. That's right. Give it up.
Hello to you.
Right, and writer Jesse Gaskell and writer Jose Arroyo. Yeah. These are the people who,
Aaron, of course,
yeah. These are the people who actually made the episode funny and great, and Conan just kind of coasted along.
Riding our coattails.
They built the red Cadillac, and he just got in. Or the small, what was that small car called?
The Trabant.
That's right. And make sure to watch the show tonight at 9 Central on TBS. And this is actually exciting because this is the first time we've done a live Q&A where people have not seen the episode yet.
Oh, yeah.
So this is very cool. Very cool.
So
But
these are all spoilers.
these are all spoilers.
Okay.
Welcome to the spoilerific. Does Conan live or die this episode? Nobody knows. But first of all, Flula, let's quickly talk about what you're wearing.
Absolutely.
I love this man, fashion icon, fashion forward.
Do you want to stand up for a second?
Yeah, take us through. Do a little spin.
Yeah.
Let's do a little
catwalk?
spin. Oh, there. That's the money.
Yeah.
That's the money.
You got the droopy
That's the
drawers.
money right there.
Yeah, droopy drawers.
Yeah,
as you say.
droopy drawers.
Yeah, chest up
Where's my
drawers.
folded singles?
Yeah.
Would you like some singles?
No.
Okay, they're in my pack.
Okay.
As many as you like. Yeah, I did wake up like this, just without the shoes.
Fantastic.
You did tell me it was not a formal time, so...
Okay.
This is
All right.
Yes!
All right. Well, all right. Conan.
Incredible.
That's right. Conan O'Brien, everybody.
Hello, how are you?
You have good day to
There
you.
you go.
Oh, ouch, I like it. Thank
nice.
you for the jiggle.
I
I
had
had
to
to cramp.
Buttocks. Oh, hello.
Well,
Nice to see you.
Perfect.
Say
Say hi to the internet, Conan.
Internet, which one is my camera?
They're both your cameras. They're all.
You paid for all of them.
This is your show. Yes,
All
you
right.
own everything here.
Welcome, Internet.
Uh,
Hello, Flula.
Good day to you, Conan O'Brien.
What are you drinking there? A nice...
It's a beverage, a delicious liquid.
Okay.
a warm beer.
That's all I want to know.
It's warm in the morning.
It is warm in the morning.
Very nice. Very nice. Good to be here. Sorry I'm running a little bit late.
That's okay.
This is me pretty much without makeup.
Ugh.
A light powder. Sorry, Internet.
So, Conan, we're talking about Conan Berlin, which is airing tonight at 10.
You're shouting again.
I'm sorry. I'm just very excited to see you.
No, you're not.
That's true.
I could hear you. I parked my car about 600 yards from this building, and I could hear Aaron Blair yelling his questions. Literally, there are just excited emojis spilling out of your face.
That's true. This is true.
So let's all calm down.
All right.
Sorry.
You seem calm.
I'm trying.
Okay.
It's all inside, you know. You shove it down, shove it down, shove it
down,
down.
shove it down,
He
and then it
lets his
goes
pants tuck
right
in.
here
Yeah,
into
then it
your
goes
little...
here. And then you sip it and eat it in the nighttime.
What is the German word for this?
Schnaffelpack.
Okay. Awful.
Conan, how did Conan Berlin come about? How did you decide to go to Berlin?
Well, we love doing these travel shows. We've been to a lot of great places, and always looking for a reason to go to a new, fun city, a place I've never been. And Flula was on the show, and we hit it off right away.
We did.
We did, and then Flula said, you must come to Berlin, and I said, I'd love to come to Berlin. That's really all I need. If you send me some snacks or just ask me to go to your country, that's pretty much all I need. I'm an easy lay, and so I said yes, and Berlin is a perfect city for us because it's so different. So much is happening there right now. It's so in the news. It is so vibrant. It is really a big player in the world scene. And I thought, we got to go. We got to check it out.
Awesome. And actually, somebody from Facebook asked, not to skip ahead, but how would you rate German beer?
Oh, I got to tell you, it's fantastic. But it is beer. I mean, I'm not a connoisseur of beers.
What?
I'm just telling you that it's beer, and yes, is it better than Budweiser? Yes, it's
you.
better than Budweiser. But I'm not going to say that if I went to a bar here in Los Angeles and asked for a beer on tap, would it taste vastly inferior to what I had in Germany? Nice!
Yeah, Conan!
I thought it was good beer.
Somebody else from Facebook asked, what would you say your favorite dish was in Berlin? You guys had lunch together as part of the episode.
Oh, that was good. What were some of your favorites?
Well, it's a Wurst. I like all of the Wursts. We had some nice Schäufele.
Schäufele, what?
Schäufele. Shoulder of the piggy.
Yes.
Yes, with
the
shoulder piggy.
wrenched shoulder of the pig.
Yes, a piggy wrench shoulder. Some schnitzel, of course.
Schnitzel is fun to say, more fun to say than it is to eat.
I would say it is a splitsy of evens.
Yes, I have to say I loved the sausages. What do you call them?
Wurst.
Yes, Wurst.
Wurst. With
Wurst.
many types.
Wurst, many types. What kinds of Wurst? We had Eichenhauscher,
Well, that's-
Glitzenstauten,
We did have 2 glitz.
Beck den Rieten,
We didn't get to the...
auf den Laden.
That means on top of the store.
Did I just say
Auf den Laden.
this is a true thing. Flula has said to me that when I'm speaking fake German, and I know nothing of German language, but you've said about every 6th word
Yeah.
is I actually say something, and you just said it is on. I just said it's on top of the store.
You just said auf den Laden, which means on top of the store. So
Right.
we are eating some wursts on top of a 7-Eleven
Yeah.
at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 18 to 33% you say real words.
Yes. Yes. Griepenheiser.
Heiß is hot.
Okay. Yeah.
On the grippe is sad, so you have the flu. So you have I am hot with the flu.
Hot with the flu. It's that easy to speak German, and you've got to do this with your voice.
Optional, but always improving. Yes, always improving.
Let me do a quick shout out. I know that Flula's probably made it all about himself. He does suck the oxygen or Schautensieten out of the room. But Jesse Gaskell, Jose Arroyo, they are the juggernaut or Juggernauten.
Juggernaut. Yeah.
They are the head of the spear. They go to these cities, they do the research, and they really make it happen. Once again, I have to applaud them. They are fearless. They are intrepid. They do an amazing job, and they make these shows, I think, really happen. So I
Thank
applaud
you.
them both.
That's so
Absolutely.
nice.
Lovely people.
And actually, somebody on Facebook actually asked, and this is for you guys, did you find German humor to be different than American, and how so?
Oh, wow.
Germans had a good sense of
They
humor.
do.
Oh.
Yeah.
They do. I think
And well,
That's good to hear. That's news for me. That's
I
good.
think we always do really well when there's a good contrast for us, especially because Conan interacting one-on-one with people is what really generates, I think, a lot of our best moments. And we had so many good people there, good characters, because
Yeah.
people were very comfortable being themselves.
Yes.
They were very self-assured and confident, and I think that contrast with Conan.
No, it's I mean,
good
yes,
point.
that's a terrible put down, but also true. That I think Jesse's right, that when we were at the nude beach,
Yeah.
one of the most interesting things was the guy that looks a lot like Sting. We interact with someone. He looks like a nude Sting.
Yeah.
And I've seen a nude Sting. And we had a 36-hour tantric session once.
You and Sting.
Yes, Sting and
okay.
I did together. Yeah. Well, he was doing everything. I was just watching.
Did he show you his message in a bottle?
All right. I don't like it. I don't like your humor. No. You know what? Is that? No. Okay. No.
Do you
No.
get it? Because
It
it's
doesn't help to just open your mouth afterwards like a Muppet and look around.
okay.
Now listen, I'll get to you later.
Yes, return.
All I'm saying is that there's a nude man that we encountered, and he was the most comfortable person I've ever spoken to, and completely nude.
Yeah.
Multiple penises. He had
Many.
several.
Yeah.
And
3.
I never felt more clothed in my life. I need to be clothed. So he was literally my opposite. I was talking to my opposite in every way. He was German. I'm this Irish American. He is nude. I am clothed.
Yeah, his pee-pee is out, your pee-pee is inside.
My pee is actually
an innie?
I have an innie.
Oh,
yes.
I didn't. Okay.
No, inadvertently you said the right thing, which is my penis goes up into a cavity.
This is called a vagina normally?
It is a vagina. Yes. The doctor said I was raised as a boy, but I have a vagina.
This is wonderful.
Yeah. This is where we learn things.
We actually, the show is not aired yet, but we do have a clip of the nude beach. So take a look right now of a quick clip of Conan and Flula feeling uncomfortable at a nude beach.
This is the first time I've been to a nude beach.
How do you feel?
It's a little strange, I have to say. You look around and a lot of men walking and they have their, what do the Germans call it?
Penis. Is that what, did you mean that?
Always good to learn a new language. I mean, look, you turn right there and there's a man's ass. We're looking right into that man's ass and it's just, like...
Have you not seen a man's anus before? I mean,
I have seen it, yes.
there's another one.
Okay.
Can we have a quick round of applause for Flawless Torso. Oh. This guy is cut. You looked fantastic.
That's right.
There's a graphic T-shirt I've ordered. That is what I was wearing. I will send it to you immediately. Your pecs will look delicious, Conan.
I could have used help. There's a reason I didn't take off my shirt.
Next time.
Although, you'll see plenty of me when I go and visit a dominatrix.
Ooh,
That's in
true.
the show, and I may have gone too far in that segment.
That is the farthest I've ever seen you go in any comedy. You're fearless in your comedy, but that is beyond anything I've ever seen you do. And I actually admired you because what the audience won't see is tremendous. And you should go online. Hopefully the web has extras and stuff. You were like Chuck Yeager of comedy, just going as far as you could.
Now,
Look
I
up
ask
Chuck
you, I am
Yeager.
a married man. My wife has not seen this yet. Will this cause me problems?
No,
in
it
the
won't.
marital chamber.
None that don't already exist. I think you're fine.
Nicely done.
I think you're
Nicely
fine.
done. Jose
Yeah.
Arroyo has the eyes. He has 2 poached eggs for
I-
eyes.
I-
I don't think you can get in there and
I'm-
see. He has.
I have no. That's not really.
It is true.
I
He looks like a
believe-
fish that's been trapped
I-
and is losing oxygen.
I'm actually squinting right now.
Yeah,
So
he's got the
I don't know what you're
largest
talking about.
eyes I've ever seen.
all right.
What? Tell us about the dominatrix. For those of us who haven't seen a dominatrix in the room and at home, what was that like?
The great thing that I think makes that segment kind of fascinating is that the dominatrix is not there for comedy. She is not there to be in a comedy scene. She's there to do what she does.
Right.
I'm there for comedy. And what happens is she really does want to take off all my clothes and put things into me. And I really don't want that to happen. And the whole thing is a battle. She's trying to get, and sometimes she's winning, and sometimes I'm pushing back. And it was kind of harrowing, and my team was really frightened because they kept trying to tell her this is for comedy, and she kept saying, I don't care. I don't care who this man is. I don't care, if he has a TV show. I do what I do. She had a very German, I think, sense of I must do my task now.
Yes.
And I'm trying to stop her. And man, it really hurt.
Yes.
And we actually didn't determine a safe word, I think, in advance.
I don't think she had one.
Yeah.
I don't think she has. This woman was going to do what she was going to do, and it was terrifying and exhilarating at the same time. And I did learn a lot about what I don't like sexually.
Okay.
I learned a lot about that. Nipple twisting just hurts. I don't see any... I'm just putting that out there. If anyone's into that, please tell me why and what it's all about, because this woman would do something that hurts and then rub my back a little and see, there's the pain, but then the pleasure.
Oh, God.
And I was like, no, just rub the back. Don't do that. That really hurts. No, but it is both. No.
I understand.
Now, do you understand the nipple twisting?
No, it is a painful thing. But sometimes people are like, hey, it's time for pain. No pains, no gains. Just like the film with Marcus Wahlberg and The Rock.
There's no... Is there a movie called No Pains, No Gains?
Yeah.
You're thinking of Boys in the Hood.
Boys, okay.
You can't... when you just add a Z to things, that's usually Boys
Boys
in
in
the
the Hood, Cuba Gooding Jr. shout out.
He doesn't need a shout out from you. He's doing fine. Well, actually, maybe he could use it. No, I haven't seen Snow Dogs.
Okay.
Okay. Is it Snow Dogs, D-O-G-Z?
I do not. In Germany, we always are adding more S's and things.
Right.
So I don't know what it was like here on the state side.
Okay. All right. Very nice to see. What kind of TV did you grow up watching in Germany? Did you see a lot of Mr. Belvedere?
We see all of the old times. So I did see Cheers for the first time in 1999. We did receive it with Norm and the beers. Norm and the mailman is there. Who is that? I don't know, but he's boring. And then comes, and then Frazier's there. Frazier is like, I'm a radio host, man.
Frasier. Frasier.
Yeah, Frazier. He's there.
Frazier is not Frazier. You're thinking of Brazier. That's a different thing. It's Frasier.
Well, it's not spelled Frasier.
Okay, listen, you're in our country now. I don't care what your pants say.
They are silent and you know it, Conan.
Right. You'll never get lost in a cave, that's for sure.
Is there a cave in your studio?
Take care.
Let's go spelunking!
Is spelunking a German word?
No, but it sounds it, right?
It really does.
Spelunking.
Spelunking. Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds fantastic.
Thank you.
It's the sound a German spoon makes when it drops into hot soup.
Yeah,
Spelunk.
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 Let's go get it! It's
Okay.
still too hot. Wait.
Your mime work is either terrible or great. I can't decide. Do more. I like when you. Yeah.
It's a soup. It's a chili. Oh, what's this? A lasagna.
Okay. That was a B minus.
Okay.
That was great. Somebody, one of the fans asked, how fast did you drive in the Autobahn? Now, you visited the Autobahn.
First of all, it's the Autobahn.
Thank you. Thank you.
Autobahn.
Yes. How fast did you drive on the?
I think I went. I don't remember because they haven't converted to our system yet. You guys would know, but what was my top speed?
I
I think I hit like 150 miles an hour,
kilometers.
didn't I?
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
No, 144 miles an hour. You were
Yes.
you
Right,
went
right.
incredibly fast.
Yeah.
Yes, I went
Incredibly
very fast. I felt safe the whole time because I was in a beautiful BMW i8.
Oh, here we go.
That's the BMW i8. Now, I don't have one. If anyone at BMW is watching and they want to send me, it's one of the things, the doors go up like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you get in and the doors go... It goes...
On the close.
Yes, when the close goes...
Close. Yeah.
And it's an amazing car, the BMW i8. I don't have one,
But
but
Bavarian Motor Works, are you watching?
if you're watching, you know what they'll do is they'll send me one plus a bill for $240,000. That's how I get things in show business.
Got it.
I give a little shout out, and they send it to me with a bill, and when I work it out, it's more than what an average person pays.
It sounds just, actually.
Yeah.
I like that.
Do you guys have the euro? You have the euro
With
now,
the
don't
euro,
you?
yeah, the euro, we have it. We are
Do
heavily...
you miss the mark?
I miss it. The Deutschmark is so sad. Where
The
did you
Deutsch.
go?
What a great name too, Deutschmark.
Deutschmark, so clear. What is it? It's a mark. It's a mark of what? Sassy Times.
Okay, it's not. I get it. Huge waste of time. Huge waste of time. I know less about Germany after talking to you. You create a vacuum of knowledge about Germany.
But are you not listening? I'm telling you all the facts and feelings as well. I'm combining them. It's like a poem.
One of my favorite things about going to Berlin
Yeah.
was that we all started singing a lot of Falco.
Oh, we did.
And we
Yes.
sang a lot of Falco
true.
because I've always loved Falco. Now, there's a lot of young people out there, and they're like, what are these old men talking about Falco? Look it up. Falco, Rock Me Amadeus.
Falco.
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 And he was great because he was Falco.
Yeah.
And he would rap. He was one of the first
Yeah.
and only German rappers of the 80s.
Of the 80s. He's the Kanye West of Austria.
There we go.
There we go. Well played.
brain.
Well played.
No, for
He was
truth.
fantastic. He's not with us anymore. He's passed on to the
right.
other realm. But shout out to Falco. Go look at his videos. And also 99 Luftballons.
Oh, Nina.
Yes.
Nina.
Yeah.
Who I've always wanted to meet because I still have a huge crush on her.
You must meet Nina.
still
You must
touring.
hang out. She's touring. Yeah.
I would love to meet Nina. She said, "You and I in a little toy thing, with a bag of billions with the money we got, shouts and pleats and goods and sluts and Eckten Bein, dann schließt den Laden, geht dann Bein, go schließen, Troten, Sladen, Daten, Grieten, Groten, Christa, Stiegler, Flip-Flop, Stoten, ach du Diendag, machen tun die Schließen. Then we take up the it goes faster. She called them street that's rolling.
Rest of the-
It's just a concert. It's just
The
turned
rest
into a
of it
concert.
turns into
Now wait, do we have to pay for that now?
How much
I
was
don't
that?
think
That's
it
just-
resembled enough of the real.
We just muted all.
Yeah,
we
it
muted all.
doesn't
that.
sound-
We can't.
just
We
say
can't afford
98
real.
Luftballons.
If you
So
follow,
is
if you follow us Team Coco on Snapchat, you could actually see everyone jamming out on the bus to those songs because things get a little loopy on those trips.
They did, yeah.
We spent a lot of time together.
You
lot
can
of time
watch
on the
us.
bus.
You can watch way too much of us. There's a lot of extras.
Yes.
I think you can see me driving very fast on the Autobahn on 360.
Yes.
Which is pretty crazy because you can
absolutely.
see the urine spread. In
Yes,
those hands.
you can see. Yes.
And then the sheer speed at which I'm going, the urine is pulled back and it actually turns into a pretty good wine.
That guy,
through-
you actually said the driver. It's funny because the driver, who is a professional, obviously, was 100% confident he was driving. But you said he got a little.
He is a professional driver for BMW.
Yes.
This is what he does. He is he's like a fighter pilot.
Yes.
And he was terrified when I was driving.
And you could see it in 360. You could see
Because
him just
I
kind of-
shouldn't be driving. I should not be seeing a dominatrix, and I should not be driving the BMW i9
That's
at
right.
those speeds.
One thing that one of my favorite parts of the show was when Conan went to go make a certain kind of sausage. What particular kind of sausage?
I
did you
don't
make?
remember.
Blood sausage.
blood sausage.
Blutwurst.
Blood sausage,
What
which
is
is
what's
Blutwurst.
Blutwurst. That's
Yeah,
exactly right. And tell us a little bit about that.
the guy? Again, it's all about finding the right people. And we went to this. He's a
Marcus Benser.
Marcus Spencer. He is a master, a meister.
Yeah.
He's a meister. He is one of the world's best sausage makers, and he is considered, I think, worldwide to be one of the best. And what's great about him is that he, again, was very onto his task.
Yes.
And loves his job.
Loves his job. And again, like the dominatrix, he's just doing his job, and I'm doing everything I can to ruin it, to stop it, to make it go wrong. And that's, again, you get the nice...
Yes.
The nice back and forth push me pull you
Of him just having, it's constantly feeding you raw meat and you trying to
yeah, and I didn't want
get
to
out
eat
of
raw
it.
meat, so I keep pretending not to take it. And at one point on camera, you see him realize that I've been cheating him,
Yes.
and he's I think very disappointed. But it was fantastic. It was really good, and there was again a nice dynamic. It got very creepy when he took me down to where they make the sausage,
Which was
and-
like half underground in a weird...
no,
Yes.
you know what it
Lots of
looked
meat
like?
hooks.
It
Yeah.
looked like a scene from the first movie, Hostel.
It did.
It looked like it all starts off with, I felt like a very pretty co-ed traveling who suddenly is in a terrible situation.
That's right. And we also did a little bit of serious work there. We went and visited some refugees at Tempelhof. What surprised you about going to see all those great people there?
Well, we wanted to, whenever we go on these trips, obviously job number one is make comedy and try and have a lot of fun and the mission statement of these shows is I really want those people laughing at me. Right? I would like the joke to be
You're the fool.
I'm the fool, yeah, which is pretty easy. But I like to try a lot of things, get in over my head, and let people laugh at me. That is the goal of these shows. But another goal of these shows is to also not sort of turn a blind eye to what's really happening there. And I think we've so far been able to capture that. There was some really sweet moments in the Cuba show, in the Armenia show when I went with Sona. The show ended with this actually one of the most powerful things I've been associated with in my career on television was going to the genocide memorial with her, and it was very real. We just rolled the cameras. It wasn't and experienced that. And the same thing with our trip to North Korea when I went with Stephen Yun and went up to the DMZ, and you could just feel the raw power of and sadness and tragedy of what's happening there. And you just let that moment play for a second. And on this trip, we wanted to. Germany has really led the way in the refugee crisis, and it's such. I mean, we taped this episode in September,
Yes.
I think, and who knew? But with our election and with our president-elect, this whole question of others and this xenophobia and this concern about, who we don't want these people. Too many of these kinds of people, and it was really fascinating because Germany has led the way in Europe, and Angela Merkel, I think, deserves a lot of credit. She invited many refugees and took them in, and they're housed at Tempelhof Airport, which is this massive German airport, which is now closed, I think since the late 80s or 90s. And there's a lot of refugees there, and they're waiting to maybe get better housing somewhere in Europe or Germany. And so there were a ton of refugees there that we met and talked to. They had a group that we spoke to, and I think they were from, I'm trying to remember where they were.
Some of them were from Syria,
Afghanistan,
Yeah.
Palestine.
And it was really interesting because you get in a room with them, and they're young men, they're kids, some of them,
Yeah.
and they're you're with them, and you're like, is this what when you're in a room with these people, they're suddenly not those people. They're
not a label.
They're not a label.
Right,
They're
yeah.
just. I mean, it sounds cliched, but I spoke to them a little bit, and they just want to go back to their country. They just can't, because if they do, they'll be killed. And so they very much want their countries to heal so that they can go back there. Their dream is not to live someplace else. They want to go back to their homeland, and they're really remarkable people, and they're sweet and they're funny, and we ended up playing badminton, and there's some nice comedy moments with them that were very natural. And then at the end, they were destroying me in badminton. They were cheering and taunting me, and it was nice. It was it was nice that they could beat up on me a little bit, and they immediately got the humor of it and enjoyed it, and so that was a great moment.
Yeah, to put kind of faces and names to kind of a situation is always to kind of humanize a crisis is really great. And we're going to kind of wrap up here very soon, but I just like to kind of go down the line and say a few things that didn't maybe make the show, but were highlights of the trip, because again, we go on these trips and they're just absolutely crazy, and we're working all the time, but we can't shove it all into a show. So were there any personal highlights that you guys had, aside from hanging out with Conan and Flula, which is always a blast?
Oh, well, Conan was outside of the Parliament building, and just then the president of the Parliament goes by in a car.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And Conan goes, oh, that's the president of the Parliament. He'll probably want to speak to me. And the car pulls out faster and harder, and then you just go, so maybe later? As the car peels away. That was very funny.
And it is a lot of the great moments, I think, on these shows, kind of to Jesse's point, are unscripted moments that just kind of happen.
Yes.
Like all of a sudden.
We just bumped into this
Right.
motorcade, and Conan makes a moment out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So.
Jesse?
Well, there's a clip you'll see where Conan's trying to get into this nightclub. It's
The Brigade,
it's the most exclusive club in Europe, and I won't tell you whether he's able to get in or not, but we had some fun going to nightclubs, and there was that nightclub we went to with Sado Opera was one of the most amazing clubs I've ever seen. It was like 5 levels of rooms, and there was one room that was just like, it was basically a giant vagina that you walked into.
The Vilda Renata, I think is the name of the club.
Vilda Renata, yeah.
And Conan played with a band called Sado Opera,
Yes.
who's kind of like, what would you say? How would you describe them?
Oh my god.
Kind of sexy kiss?
meets- yeah.
Goth mime.
Goth mime craziness. And they're very
Gender fluid.
they're very about gender fluidity,
Yeah.
and there was a lot of grabbing of my areas again. A lot of that happening.
Welcome to Germany.
Yeah, welcome to Germany. Exactly.
But yeah, the nightclub scene was really fun.
Yeah.
And I also love that Germans don't dance with each other. They stand all in lines and face the DJ and just dance by
That's true.
themselves.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's more of like a concert rather than like
Yeah.
a get down, a dance circle situation.
Yeah. I believe you tried to dance with somebody.
I did try.
Shut
I tried to
down.
dance with a girl, and she literally just wouldn't look at me, which is typical. So that was fine. It actually wasn't any different than dancing in America. Flula, you and Conan spent a lot of time one-on-one together.
Yeah.
A lot of fans out there want to know, what is that like? What is it like to spend time with the man himself?
Well, Conan is a busy bumblebee, as you guys say. So he was doing
No one
many
says
things.
that. No one says a busy bumblebee.
No one.
No.
It's not a,
It's
Not a
different
saying.
than busy wasp,
no, it's not,
an occupied
no.
tarantula.
Not a saying.
Well, I can tell you in the mornings. Conan doesn't know this, so I'm telling everyone for the first time. You dropped one of your hotel key cards in the lobby, and I picked it up. And so every morning I would, because I am adjusted to the time more quickly than you, I would go into your room. Did you hear me whispering the song "Where Have All the Cowboys Gone" from the 1990s?
I thought that was a dream.
No, that was me.
That was you.
Yeah, 6:30 every morning.
What? So you would stand over my sleeping body?
Yes, I started from 2 meters away, and every night I would improve by 30 centimeters.
I
So
see.
the final night we were very close.
Very close. I had these most amazing dreams when I was in Berlin, and now I know why.
About female cowboys. Yeah.
Incredible.
Dr. Quinn, medicine woman.
Okay, no, again, terrible reference. I spent so much time with Flula, and there's a lot of it. I mean, there's a lot of it that's on camera. Then there's a lot of it that's not on camera. But we would just we would be walking around. We spent a lot of time. There was a roof bar or a beer garden on the top of our hotel, and we would just hang out there and have they had a special drink there. I can't remember
Berlin
what it was.
Mule.
Yeah.
A Berlin,
Berlin
Mule.
Mule.
Like you've heard of a Moscow Mule. They had a
Oh.
Berlin Mule,
Yeah.
and it came in a copper cup.
Oh yeah.
And we would drink those and look out at the city. There was a lot of drinking, but it was fun. It was a really good time. And Flula is so much fun. Sincerely, just so much fun, as you can see, to just hang out with. He's like this all the time. And so there's about 9 hours that isn't even on camera of him being really funny. And we will just do this nonsense with each other. The cameras aren't even rolling, and we're just going. And I felt like, well, the easiest show in the world would be if we could just have like GoPros, and it was just Flula
Yeah.
and I, and we could shoot like 35 hours a
day.
week. Yeah, I was gonna say a day.
Yeah, very efficient.
Very efficient, yeah. But I really do feel like we would just roll on everything, and you would never run out of terrible clothes to wear. And I don't mean to insult you.
No,
But-
this is a compliment.
He has an endless supply of sweatshirts and
Yeah.
T-shirts that have kittens,
Yes.
possums.
Yes, all of the animals, and also extinct animals.
Yes.
You have not seen my Brontosaurus jeans.
No, I haven't.
bird.
You know, true story. I told you this, but when I was in college, there was a kid that showed up who was from Germany. He was an exchange student, and his name was Gregor Gruber.
Oh,
Gregor Gruber. And this is a true story. He showed up, I think, junior year of college, and he showed up, and I remembered. You know, this is in the 1980s, but he shows up and he was wearing a pair of jeans I've never seen before or since. The jeans were green, except the crotch panel was a bright yellow. And he was Gregor Gruber. And I remember just thinking, there's Gregor Gruber wearing his green pants with what looked like it was all just one pair of pants, but with the yellow crotch panel. And it blew my mind, and I realized he was probably your father.
yeah. Father and cousin. It's it. Yeah. Gregor Gruber, shout out Gregor.
He's out there somewhere. Gregor, if you're out there, reach out to me. You were very nice. I remembered he was very nice.
Yeah.
I like Gregor Gruber. I'm not putting him down. I still hope you have those jeans because I will buy them for $65,000. Or 35,000 Reichsmarks!
Too soon.
And finally, YouTube. Somebody on YouTube asked, "Where's the next trip? Where are we thinking of going next?"
Well, we might as well tell them now.
Yeah.
Let's hear it. New York City. There's not much footage of New York
Heard
City.
great
No.
things.
We're
Yeah.
gonna go. It's the island of Manhattan, very exotic.
Big ass.
Place where I think there's very little footage of it.
Exactly.
We're gonna go to the Chrysler Building.
Oh.
No, we don't know where we're gonna go yet.
What are things that attract you to certain countries? What are things that excite you in a country?
I
Besides
like-
never having been there.
I like never having been there, and I like there being a strong contrast. And so far, everywhere we've gone, there's been a strong contrast. Meaning, I'm a fish out of water.
Yeah.
So I don't fit in, and culturally, physically, whatever you want to say, and so that is what attracts me.
Yeah.
And so and I do think. I don't see why you only have to come along to Berlin. I do think, why can't, even if I go to Guam,
Please.
why can't
Yeah.
Flula be there? Why can't, or at least make an appearance?
I would love
Flula's
that.
gonna
Oh my
be
God.
Flula's gonna be the Where's Waldo of our travel shows. Meaning, I swear to God, I think it'd be a really good idea if just wherever I am in the world, if I'm in the Arctic,
Yeah.
if you have to look carefully and in the
Yeah.
background.
In an
I think
igloo
it'll be
holding
pretty
a penguin.
easy to find you
You think so?
in the Arctic. Yes.
Okay.
I feel like those pants. I feel like
So I would pack these pants and
Yeah.
put them on my head as
they
well.
look warm. Also,
I think you're always wearing those pants under whatever pants you're wearing.
It's true. You have noticed I'm a baggy Cathy, you know.
a baggy.
I worry about you.
My
Very concerned about you.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. You can follow Flula at Flula on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and
Follow this
Snapchat.
man. This man's worth following.
He's
very
worth
funny.
following.
Oh, thank
and
you.
please watch Conan Berlin tonight, 10, 9 Central.
No,
on
that's,
TBS.
wait, that's the whole point of doing this, and you just
That's the whole
swallowed
point.
it.
That's
The whole
the
point
whole
of this, and you went, to Paul tonight, blah, 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 blah. You enunciated, go to watch Flula,
Yeah.
and then the whole point of this is to get people to watch the episode tonight, and
That's
you're like,
true.
"Hey, guys, blah, blah, blah."
That's true. That's Conan Berlin, 10 p.m., 9 Central on TBS, followed by an all-new Conan with Jake Gyllenhaal, Ronda Rousey and the Robert Glasper experiment.
Plus,
And
we're going to show tonight on the Conan that airs after.
yes,
We're going to air a lot of stuff that's not in the episode.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
right.
Extra
Right,
stuff.
More footage.
Yeah.
Yes.
There we go. Even
Great
more
news.
footage.
Yes.
2 thumbs up you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You get paid for none of it.
I love it. Perfect.
And you can also see all kinds of extra goodies at teamcoco.com/Berlin, as well as the episode. And thank you for joining us, everybody. Jose Arroyo,
Thank
Jesse
you.
Gaskell,
Thanks.
Fluborg, of course, Conan O'Brien. Thank you for joining us, Twitch,
Wave.
YouTube,
You gotta wave.
Facebook, and Periscope. Follow us on every social platform
Keep waving.
imaginable at Team Coco. We will see you guys
Not both hands, just one
tonight. Conan Berlin, 10 p.m., 9 Central, TBS.
It's
All right.
Bye bye.
Laugh a lot.